Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, and how you all doing? Welcome to a beautiful Monday afternoon. I hope you actually had a long weekend. Remember, we had and one of the deals was that you were going to take our time to rest, and then for us, the married people would go out. All right, would go. All right. Okay. That was on a lighter note, but I hope you actually had a great weekend. I did. All right, I did. Sometimes always take our time to rest, take our time to know the get to know about the world out there. Right? That is if you don't. So because I know some of you actually do. So it is always important. All right, so okay, we're just gonna give just one more minute for people to join. So by 2 or 3. We'll start up fully. All right. Why I always love at least just taking out some time is so that I wouldn't want a situation where some persons will join and then say, okay, I missed some part. Can you take it again? And the rest of them, it will keep on dragging us backwards, and it is not always it's not always very good. So okay, so I think it's already time, right? So let's just dive into the business. All right, just a second, please. All right, please, if you enter, do well to mute yourself. All right, please do well to mute yourself. I just want to get something set up. We should be up just in a second. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so like I was saying, we're going to be starting up, of course, today. First of all, have to check if there is any fundamentals that probably would affect the market before we dive into taking entry positions, right? All right, so I'm just going to share my screen so that you could. All right, now this is. All right, now today is Monday, and if you notice, Monday is empty. All right, there is no any major fundamental right there. There is no any major fundamental. In fact, it is empty. There is no high impact news. There is no medium impact news, and there is no probably what we just have is low impact news. And I personally I don't like opening up low impact news, but I just prefer to use the medium impact news and of course the high impact news. All right, but then if you check, today is Monday, so everything that have been trading today is strictly technical. All right, so all the moves that you've been seeing today, every single one of them is strictly technical, right? All right, it's basically technical that has actually been going on. All right, so let's leave this page and then go back to our chart. Since we've established the fact that all the information that we're going to be getting today is basically technical, so we'll just we'll follow strict to what we have here. And one thing you should also know is that we are not just going to be checking out all the details. One of the things that we're going to be looking forward to is taking advantage of the chart just the same way it is. All right, just like it is, we're going to be taking advantage of every single thing right here, just that way too. I hope you understand what I mean. What I mean is that we're going to be strictly making use of the chart. Whatever the chart asks us to do, that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll take a look at the high impact, the daily time frame. We'll take a look at the hourly time frame, and then we'll take a look at different time frames to be able to make a good trading decision. All right, so let's go to the chart. All right, starting up with dollar index. All right, we're starting up with our dollar index. Now, if you check very well, dollar index has over the period has actually been on an uptrend. All right, it has been on an uptrend, but for some time, if we look at 1 hour time frame, you could discover that this instrument has actually been consolidating. It has been consolidating for a while, and this particular support has actually been a very strong support, restricting the price from going below this particular region. And taking a look at it from daily time frame also, you could see that every single thing here is actually pointing towards a further buy. But here is more of a consolidating market. I remember when we drew, if you can remember when we drew this particular trend line, all right, when we drew this trend line, we're like, okay, price has actually been doing this, and we're actually expecting it to still have a little bit of an uptrend. But if you check what is happening here, you'll see, do you see, this is actually, I don't know if you know about this. This is like an evening star, all right? This particular candlestick is like an evening star. Please, can anybody hear me? Can anyone hear me? All right, perfect. So all right, so like I was saying, this particular candle right here is more of an, okay, thank you very much. It's fine. Thank you. This particular candle formation here is more of an evening star. So I don't know if you know what you call what evening star is. And if you check an evening star, it's actually a kind of a bearish confirmation. All right, it's more of a bearish confirmation per se. But then in the case where the way this one formed, is actually giving us, of course, a kind of a continuation, especially on daily time frame. That's what I'm talking about. But here there is a support. There is a support in it. All right, there is support around that region where the candle formed. A lot of persons actually have the notion that, okay, one of the things that actually makes an evening star is because it actually has, of course, you have a bearish, sorry, you have a bullish, then a bearish candle formation like that. But this one, fine, with this kind of this, so this probably might be an opposite of the evening star, which is, of course, the opposite of it is a morning star. Of course, you have an evening, you have a morning. All right. So that is just what we're looking at for. And if that is the opposite of it, if it is a morning star, then we probably might be looking at for a buy formation. All right. We'll be looking out for a buy formation. So an evening star is mostly at the top where you have a kind of a resistance, but a morning star is mostly on a support. Now, why I had to point that out is because, of course, looking at here, you could say that here is a support. Here is a support line. And if an evening star can be formed on a support line, you're most likely going to be seeing a kind of a buy confirmation. But here, the candle is actually selling. All right, the candle is actually selling. All right, so if that is the case, this candle, like I said, supposed to have been a more of a buy, but it actually turned out to be a sell. All right, so it means that this candle formation is not yet valid. So what we can do is that I cannot enter a sell on this particular price. No, I will not do that. The reason is because knowing the fact that here is a support, and also that there is a kind of a reversal candle that is formed, even though it has not really started up, I will still be going in for a buy in this particular trade. Now let's go to 4 hours time frame and see what we've got there. On 4 hours time frame also, we've actually been seeing a massive consolidation around this region. We have a couple of consolidations around here. So if the market can comfortably break below this point, that is from here to this point, if market can comfortably break below it, then it is headed to this page. It is headed to this place. All right. But if it can break below here, then this is where it's coming to. So let's go also to 1 hour time frame and also take a look at it. Now, this is it. This is actually the formation that we've got here. But I can tell you for a sure that with this kind of support, I will prefer to go in for a buy. I'll prefer to go in for a buy on this kind of a support. So for dollar index this afternoon, I am going in for a buy. Reason is because of this particular proven support. So I expect the market to at least have a little bit of a retracement. All right. Now, entering a buy on a support is actually a very, should I say, noble idea. Entering a buy on a support, especially this kind of proven support, it is actually it goes a long way in making you some good profits. All right, so let's see. Try check out other time frame and see what we also have. Now this is it on 30 minutes time frame already. We've already encountered a kind of a buy reversal there. So for dollar index this afternoon, we're actually buying dollar index. We're buying dollar index. So you can go ahead with a buy on dollar index, and your take profit should be at price 105.968. 105.968. And I've told you the reason why I'll be going in for a buy. I've told you the reason why I'll be going in for a buy on this particular trade. So for dollar index this afternoon, I am going in for a buy at the current price. So I am buying at the current price, and I'm taking my profit at price 105.968. 105.968. That is where my take profit is going to be this afternoon. Now, quickly, let's also take a look at on Euro USD. Euro USD, the same thing is actually happening to Euro USD. Euro USD is just bouncing off from a verified resistance. It is bouncing off from a verified resistance. So I actually expect the sell to still continue. I expect the sell to still continue. Let me just clear the chart so that I could see, have a better look. Now, this is the market right here. This is the market right here. All right. I am expecting it to still come down because of this resistance point right here around this region. So I'm expecting a retracement. Now, remember that this trade, Euro USD, what's it called? Dollar index is already on an uptrend, yes, and of course Euro USD too. It is doing pretty well for itself when it comes to downtrend. And if you know about double top, you could confirm with me that this is a double top formation on Euro USD. So with that in mind, knowing that there is a verified resistance here and there is a double top confirmation here, we can comfortably go in for a sell at the current price, and we can take our profit at price 1.05919. 1.05919. That is why I'm going to be taking my profit for Euro USD this afternoon. Right? I told you that I'm using the double top formation for it, and of course the verified resistance there. So I'm expecting the market to retrace a little bit before any further movement. So for Euro USD this afternoon, I am going in for a sell rather. I'm going in for a sell at the current price, and my TP will be at price someone's camera is okay. Thank you. 1.05919. That is where I will be taking my profit. All right. So going to the next one, USD JPY. Of course, you already know it is on a strong resistance. Now, the price has not been able to go above here for a long time. First of all, let's go to daily time frame and see what we've got. Now, this is a daily time frame. Nothing has happened. Nothing has been able to go above this region. So it means that that's a resistance. It's a strong one. I don't know. Right? All right. So it is a strong one. All right. That resistance is a very strong one. All right. So with that in mind, I would not want to go in for a buy. I would not want to go in for a buy. It is actually risky to go in for a buy on this kind of trade. It is very risky to go in for a buy. But rather than, I will tell you that it is more advisable for you to actually sell USD JPY. I know that dollar is strong. Remember that we've already been expecting a sell. Remember, we said that once price gets to 150, that we're going to sell. And price has gotten to 150, but it is not selling yet. So it's just consolidating. All right. Even though we said dollar is strong, but USD JPY, I'll prefer to go in for a buy. Sorry, I would prefer to go in for a sell rather. I'll prefer to go in for a sell on USD JPY. Even though dollar is strong, yes, but I'll prefer to go in for a sell on USD JPY. And for my sell, my take profit is just going to be a very short one, actually. So my take profit is going to be at price 149.851. 149.851. 149.851. That is where my take profit is going to be on this particular trade. I know that dollar is strong. Like I said, I know that dollar is strong, but I would not want to just dive into a buy because of the peculiarity of this particular trade. All right. The peculiarity of USD JPY, I would not want to go in for a buy on it. If you even check it out on daily time frame, you will know that this particular trade, it has gotten to a very tough region. So with that in mind, let's go in for a sell and let's take our profit at price 149.851. 149.851. That is a perfect take profit for me this afternoon. And of course, you could see that bearish engulfing, right? You could see the bearish engulfing candle. This particular candle that you're seeing here, these two candles that you're seeing here, this is bearish engulfing. All right, bearish engulfing. And I know that this particular candle is doing like a sell, but then sorry, it's doing like a buy, but I personally am going in for a sell on it. I am going in for a sell in this particular candle. I am selling it. All right, so I am selling at the current price and I'm taking my profit at price 149.851. All right, so that brings us to the next one, USD Canadian dollar. USD CAD, it's another instrument that you would want to always take advantage of. Now, we've actually established the fact that Canadian dollar is doing pretty well, not because of its own, but because of the strength in oil. All right, oil has actually been giving Canadian dollar some strength. Of course, not this morning because of what have actually happened this morning. There was a little bit of a sell, but that being said, USD CAD still got my attention with this particular bounce off. All right, this is the double top formation. This is a double top, and with that, remember that what we're dealing with is basically technical rather. We're treating this thing basically on technical front. So with that in mind, I'll be going in for a sell on USD CAD. I am going in for a sell on USD CAD. Double top formation. What was it called? The three dark crows. All right. Of course, you could see that this in that kind of formation. All right. Of course, you know what that is, right? All right. Now, when you talk about three black crows, it's when you have a consistently three bearish candles like this. All right. Of course, almost all of them look alike. All right. When you have the three of them almost looking alike, so this is a bearish engulfing, and of course the continuation. So I am still continuing. I'm looking at for a further sell on this particular instrument. All right, knowing that okay, this actually is a kind of pattern that I'm expecting. So fine, I am going for a sell, and my take profit is going to be at price 1.36937. Now this is actually where your price actions are very much important. Your knowledge of the price action is very important, because when you understand your price action and you look at a particular candle formation, you'll be able to know exactly what you should be expecting next. All right. A lot of you using what was it called? A lot of you probably that uses what is this RSI. It might be showing you oversold. Yes, RSI might be showing you oversold, but this technical pattern right here is actually giving you a kind of a trade continuation. All right. And of course, because of the double top formation, and of course, there was also a price rejection somewhere around here. Price rejection here, double top here, three dark rows here. So this, I think, is a perfect sell continuation. So take a sell, and your take profit should be at price 1.36937. So it said, what's the reversal direction when formed? I am trying to understand your question, but once I do, I'll be able to attend to it. All right, so that is the take for USD card. So I am going in for a sell on USD card. My TP is at price 1.36937. All right, so let's go forward to GBP USD. All right, let's go for GBP USD. All right, for you GBP USD, I'm actually going for a sell. Yeah, no doubt. I am going now. It is not a reversal pattern. It is a sell continuation. It's actually a sell continuation candlestick formation. All right, it is a sell continuation candlestick formation. So it's not a reversal pattern. All right, so for GBP USD, I am selling it. I am selling GBP USD. I am going in for a sell on GBP USD, and my TP is going to be at price 1.21457. 1.21457 is my take profit for GBP USD sell. So for GBP USD, I am selling this particular instrument. I am selling GBP USD. I am selling it. My TP is at price 1.21457. 1.21457 is my take profit for GBP USD. Sorry about my voice. All right, I just lost my voice a few minutes ago. All right, let's go to the next one, which is AUD USD. If you check AUD USD, on the contrary, I was expecting a more of a what do you call it, a sell on AUD USD, but AUD USD has actually been pulling a lot of weight recently, and of course, I look at this. This is a perfect 1, 2, 3. I don't know who can tell me exactly what kind of formation is this on AUD USD. Who can tell me the kind of formation this is? All right. While you're thinking, let's take a look at it on daily time frame. Okay, triple bottom. Perfect. Thank you. Now on daily time frame, this is it. Oh, sorry about that. On daily time frame, this is what we've got here. There is still a support at the downside. There is still a support all the way down here. So it means that particular formation you're seeing on 1 hour time frame, it is subject to change, because this particular one here, it is still giving us a kind of a sell confirmation. It's still telling us that in as much as the market is just having this time, there is still going to be a downward direction. All right, because this is the verified support, and there is still room for this particular instrument to sell. Yeah, you're actually correct. It's triple bottom. Yes. All right. Now let's take a look at it on 4 hours time frame. But 4 hours time frame, it is also already showing a kind of a reversal pattern. Why? Because even on 4 hours time frame, there is also a triple bottom, and on 1 hour time frame also there is also a triple bottom. So, but where price is on a buy, there is a resistance. So with that in mind, why not we just go for a buy stop and a sell stop. I think that would be a better deal. Reason is because there is a support. The market is bouncing off from a support and is also resting on a resistance. It doesn't matter how weak the resistance is, it is worth taking note of. So with that in mind, AUD USD, I'll be going in for a buy stop and a sell stop. Remember, I told you that I normally go for buy stop and sell stop anytime I notice that the market is actually having either consolidation or it is on a support or resistance. So it needs a breakout point. All right. So I am looking out for a breakout point for this instrument. So with that in mind, let's go in for a buy at price 0.63284. 0.63284. That is my take profit for this particular trade. That's my take profit for this particular trade. And that's my entry position. The take profit is 0.63399. 0.63399. 0.63399. That is my take profit for the buy. Now for the sell, my entry is 0.63043. 0.63043. That's my entry position. And my take profit is 0.62942. 0.62942. So that is my take profit for this. When something just came to my mind. I used to get a lot of responses when I asked a question, at least up to 5. But how come it's only 2 persons that mentioned triple bottom? I hope they are not the only 2 persons that knows about it. All right. But of course, you can always ask questions. All right. So that is my take on AUD USD. So let's quickly now rush over to other instruments. Now look at this is what we have on gold. If you've been following gold trade on gold, you will know that gold is no joke. All right, gold is no joke right now. Gold is no joke right now. Gold has actually been breaking a lot of support resistance. In fact, gold has been breaking a lot of resistance lately. It has been breaking a lot of resistance. Now, anytime you feel, oh, okay, gold has gotten to the lowest part, to the highest point, you just discover that what was it called? There is just a little bit of a push up. And another one, you discover that there is a little bit of a push up. So with that in mind, gold, I am still going in for a buy on gold. I am still going in for a buy on gold. If you have not taken a position already on gold, I think it is high time you do so, because gold, I am still going in for a buy on this particular instrument. Now, let's take a look at it on 4 hours time frame, because daily time frame is still showing a buy. But on 4 hours time frame, there is a proven resistance at the price. There's a proven resistance where price is. There's a proven resistance where price is. Now, let's take a look at it on 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, there is no resistance there. That is the thing. There's no resistance. The only resistance we've got here on 1 hour time frame is there is no any resistance on 1 hour time frame. There is no resistance. There is no resistance on 1 hour time frame. But what about 30 minutes time frame? Now, 30 minutes time frame, there is a weak resistance. What about 15 minutes time frame? 15 minutes time frame, there is also an untested resistance. So the only time we have a very strong resistance is on 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame, yes, we have. Oh, even on 4 hours time frame, the resistance is not okay. I think the chart was not clear or fully loaded. So there is no any major resistance. So for gold, I am going in for a buy on gold. All right, I am going in for a buy on gold. So gold, I am buying gold. I am buying gold. I am buying gold. And my take profit for gold is actually going to be a little bit of a long one, but it's going to be at price 1987.74. That is 1987.74. That is my take profit for gold. That is my take profit for gold for today. My take profit for gold is a buy. I am going in for a buy on gold. I am going in for a buy on gold. And the analysis is based on 1 hour time frame, please. It is based on 1 hour time frame. It is based on 1 hour time frame. And also on US 30, I am also going in for a buy on US 30. Take a look at it. Take a look at this. It is bouncing off from this support. So for US 30, I am also buying US 30. I am also buying US 30. Reason is because there is a breakout for this particular trade. There is a breakout above this particular place. So I would be going in for a buy on US 30. All right. And this is also based on 1 hour time frame analysis. So I am going in for a buy on US 30. So US 100, let's take a look at US 100 and see where it is headed. US 100, I'm also going to be going in for a buy on US 100. All right. Because of this break up on this particular trade, I am also going in for a further buy on US 100. I'm also going in for a further buy on US 100. I am going in for a further buy on US 100. All right. Now, I would have loved to go in for a sell, but your sell might not stay for. Okay. Please, one thing you should know: the buy you're going in for, please don't stay long. Don't stay long on that buy. It is just something that you just need to enter and then come out as soon as possible. Reason is because all the indices are actually on a downtrend. All indices are on a downtrend. Hope you understand what I mean by that. All indices are on a downtrend. So don't stay long. Don't spend so much time on them. Just make your some profit and then exit the trade. Why I'm going in for a buy is because of the support that has been that was unable to be broken, that bounced off. So for US 30, it's a buy for me. For US 100 is a buy for me. Also for US 2000, for US 2000, I would actually be going in for a sell. US 2000 is the only one I'm going in for a sell on. US 2000, I am going in for a sell on US 2000. All right. Even though on daily time frame is on a verified resistance, but this afternoon I will be going in for a sell. But that sell is only going to be for today. So for US 2000, it's a sell for me. US 2000, it's a sell for me. But for US 100, I am buying. US 30, I am buying. And gold, I am buying gold also. And I told you that my analysis is based on the 1 hour time frame. I am using it as on 1 hour time frame. So, okay, so I am actually going in for a buy on the. Remember, you're not staying, especially for gold. Now, for gold, you can stay long, but for US 30 and US 100, don't stay long. All right, don't stay long. All right, don't stay long. I don't know your definition of seriously, but if it is exactly the same thing I'm saying, fine, you can go ahead and sell gold and let's see how it turns out. If this is your definition of seriously selling, then I don't know what you're talking about. I told you that the analysis I did is based on 1 hour time frame. So go to your 1 hour time frame and see what I'm talking about. So 1 hour time frame for gold, I am looking at for a further push up on this particular instrument. And the same thing goes for US 30. So if you want to rush in for a sell, perfect, then you can do that. But I am personally not going in for a sell, because if I am checking on 1 hour time frame, I know that the sell that is going in there, it is just going to stay for a while and it's going to be reversing. So if you want to be caught on that sell, then that should be it. But I am personally not going to be going in for a sell on US 100. But rather than, I'll be going in for a buy and I'll be taking my profit at price 14646.09. 14646.09. That is where my take profit is going to be on US 30. And all right, so if this is your definition of seriously, I don't know the lot size you use though, so I won't conclude. All right, I wouldn't conclude. The only one I told you that I'm going to be selling is US 2000. I am selling US 2000, no doubt. But for US 100, over the period, I am not going to be selling it. I will just be maintaining a buy on it for now. All right. But then remember, I told you that that buy is not going to stay for a long time. Just take your some profit and then exit the trade. All right. So that is going to be all for now. And okay, someone said, I thought all US indices move similarly. All right. Well, most US indices move similarly, but not every single time. Remember that these are different companies. These are different companies that actually operate on this part. These are real companies. All right. So their operations are not the same thing. You might actually be thinking, okay, during fundamental and during some major news, they might actually be going in the same direction, but not every single time, because all of them operate on different companies. US 30 is a different company that makes up that particular one. US 100 are majorly tech companies. And then US 2000 is also a different kind of company. So it is not exactly the same thing. All right, it is not exactly the same thing. All right. So I guess that should answer the question. So it is not every time that you see US 100 US 1000 selling that every single one would also be selling. I said that US 2000 is selling because I look at the general direction of US 2000, it is technically speaking, it is actually a sell direction. And if you even take a look at it on daily time frame, you would know that this particular instrument is going to sell, at least for today. But there is a proven resistance just at where the price is. Oh, sorry, a proven support. So I wouldn't advise you to leave the trade till tomorrow. Just take it as much as you can today and then exit your trade for US 2000. But for US 100, technically looking at it, you will know that it is not going to be staying there for a long time. All right, so let's go to corn and wheat. All right, there is no any major direction for corn. There is no any major direction for corn. What about wheat? Let's see. Wheat also. All right, wheat, I'll be going in for a buy. I know that wheat is currently pushing down a little bit, but I'm going in for a buy on wheat. Soybean also. There is no any clear direction also for soybean. So the only one I'm going to be taking a buy on is soybean, but the rest using my ADX, of course, I'll be buying soybean with wheat actually. For wheat, I'll be going in for a buy on wheat. But then for soybean, if I'm trading my soybean with ADX, then I'll be going for a sell. But I'll prefer we just don't do anything on it for now. All right. Okay, so that is why I told you that I used 1 hour time frame for the analysis so that you will know that it is not something that you just rush in and then rush out from there. I use 1 hour time frame to analyze the trade. So it's either you just hold on to it and then make your profit, or you can just exit it and then wait for it to reverse. But I personally, I'm looking out for a further buy on US 100. All right. And remember, what we're looking at is the technical front, not fundamental. All right. So that is going to be, and if you've been following what has been happening, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of you also would know what I'm talking about. All right. So that is going to be the end of today's meeting. And of course, all right. So looking at this is okay, so I believe that should be the end of it. So tomorrow is also going to be the same time, 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. And do well to also check out our Telegram link and other our YouTube link also. You probably might just get opportunity to really get some videos that will help you out. Thank you, everybody, and do have a lovely day.